This next battle is 3 5-minute rounds in a 77-kilogram catchweight bout. Introducing your first warrior. Fighting out of the blue corner. This man's a mixed martial artist with a perfect professional record of 4 wins and no losses. He stands 188 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 77 kilograms. Representing CDS and fighting out of Belgrade, Serbia, please welcome Milos Cvetkovic. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a perfect professional record of 3 wins and no losses. He stands 183 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 76.8 kilograms. Representing Descent MMA team and fighting out of Varna, Bulgaria. Give it up for Nikolay Nikolov. Your referee is Vladimir Mladenov.
His advantage, I think he's going to want to duck under, score that takedown. A real hallmark of his fighting style is his devastating top game and his vicious takedowns.
Expecting Nikolay to go on aggressively, there it was. I was a split second too late.
Throws right down the pipe, putting the pressure on Cvetkovic right away.
Phil, those high kicks, even if they're blocked with a forearm, can cause damage to that forearm. In the history of mixed martial arts, we've actually seen broken radius from that kick. That kick landed with some solid impact, even though it wasn't on the head or neck.
Nice head movement there from Cvetkovic. Needs to get his back off against the cage, and there we see Nikolay straight in on the takedown, scores it big, and this is where he does some of his best work. Transitions immediately into that half guard position.
Huge moment as Fele can get back to his feet without taking much of a shot. He's trying, he's got that foot trapped. Oh, it's just beautiful work from on top, Phil.
Nikolay just has such a suffocating top game. Doing a good job of elevating the legs. Looks like he's about to shelf them. Yep. Going full Khabib on his opponent. And it's just such an effective approach in mixed martial arts. You have to give credit to Cvetkovic. He's getting right back up. Needs to be aware of a big overhand coming.
Big moment for Svele in this fight. He's proven he can get taken down, survive that attack, get up to standing and land some shots of his own.
But again, the danger when you sit down on your strikes against somebody like Nikolay Nikolov is that it gives him the opportunity to grab a hold of you, close the distance, get in for that takedown. Turn it into that really gritty grapple style of fight that's so exhausting, Carrick.
Nikolay is doing an absolutely phenomenal job, both with the striking and with the grappling aspect of this fight so far. He's got his opponent well pinned up against that fence, landing relatively light shots, but they might not look like they hurt that bad on TV, Brave Nation. They hurt.
Nice little elbow on the break. And Cvetkovic really is going to have to try and keep Nikolay on the end of his punches. Use that long jab. He cannot be a sitting duck. Constant movement. Needs to get on the bike after he lands his shots. Getting a nice little leg kick in is Milos.
Phil, Nikolay is almost eerily confident in this fight. He thinks, it looked to me like he thought he knew what his opponent had even before the fight. I think he feels like if he just sets down, he can catch his opponent and end it, but you can get caught too.
Cvetkovic trying to come over the top with those shots. A big looping hook. Nice kick from Nikolay. Fully expect him to land a couple of shots of his own. That was a beautiful straight, just pinged the head back of Cvetkovic. I think Nikolay, a very, very intelligent fighter, may try and beat Cvetkovic into a stand-up war and then just whoop underneath for the takedown. Needs to be wary just of backing up. Needs to circle off on the angles to Cvetkovic.
Very interesting fight, Phil. Normally, both fighters spend, it can be more than half of the first round trying to download the other person. What's the other person's reaction time? What's their strength? What's their endurance like? Got a little potential accidental eye poke there. Referee has broken the action.
And it's such an issue with it. It's never intentional. It's such an issue with these open gloves, these small fingerless gloves, that a lot of the time when you paw out, as if you would when you're boxing, your hands are extended, it grazes the eye, and it's not with malicious intent. It's more a manufacturing issue that hasn't been addressed yet in mixed martial arts apparel.
Hopefully we can get a Green Hill replay, a little bit better look at what happened. I don't think there was significant damage, and here we go. Let's see if we can see what happened. And there it was right there.
I'm still none the
wiser.
wiser.
Shot. Unfortunately, from that angle, Brave Nation, we don't have anything definitive, but good news, the fight's back on.
And we're right back into the action. Nikolay receives a warning to keep the hands closed if he's pawing out. You can hear the referee just said, watch the fingers there.
Once again, Phil, big shout out for the Serbian MMA Federation. They are doing a phenomenal job here tonight.
Nikolay looks like he's trying to set up a big right hand here, just as Cvetkovic is coming in.
Nikolay's got to watch those fingers. It's a new part of the unified rules, but you cannot reach out with your fingertips pointing towards your opponent.
Nice straight landed there by Nikolay. Looks very, very calm at only 24 years old, this being only his 4th professional bout, but that grounding in amateur mixed martial arts, nearly 50 bouts, just has him primed and ready to get things really going in his professional career here. He's doing a good job of negating those long limbs of Cvetkovic. But Kirik, what does Cvetkovic need to do to get a little bit more of a foothold in this fight?
He's got to play the in and out game a little bit more. He's got to try and go in, go out, go in, go out, try and draw his opponent forward and catch him as he comes in. If he stays at the same range, that's exactly what's going to happen.
That is fantastic MMA intelligence by Nikolay. Realizing that there was only a couple of seconds left in the fight to try and get into the takedown, but great takedown defense exhibited by Cvetkovic. That's bound to give him a nice little bit of a confidence bump going in to the second round here, Kirik.
Excellent first round, back and forth by both of these gentlemen.
Yep.
I think you're in agreement with me that Nikolay is ahead 10-9 in this round.
I think that's a fair summation, yep.
But there are aspects of the fight that were great for both fighters, and I believe both their corners are speaking to them right now, talking about, normally in a corner you talk about one thing your fighter did right, one thing they did wrong. That's it. Take the mouthpiece out, rinse the mouthpiece, tell them to breathe, give them a drink of water, one good thing, one bad thing, and let's see some of the good and bad things. Phil, walk us through.
Nikolay has been trying, well not trying, but he's been successful with that straight right every time. He's setting it up nicely, going jab, jab, pop, jab, jab, pop. And there was that, the slight eye pop that we saw. I think it was more just a brushing the finger against the eye there, no malicious intent. And there's that straight again from Nikolay. Both these guys primed and ready to go. Superior conditioning. And a nice piece set so far by both men. Nikolay again pawing with that jab.
Nikolay trying to set up that right hand right there.
And interestingly though, it's been Nikolay who's really been controlling the striking. He seems to have found his distance a little bit quicker than Cvetkovic. Again, so quick with the hands, exhibiting real solid boxing fundamentals. Not trying to do anything too overly elaborate, sticking to the jabs, straights, and hooks.
Nikolay is starting to impose himself. I hit you, you get hit. That's what we're seeing right here.
Cvetkovic just needs to commit to his strikes a little bit more. He's not throwing with any great intent right now. You can see he's almost pulling out of little bits and pieces, but good shot with the lead hook from Nikolay. He's really settling into his range now, isn't he, Kirik?
He is. Those shots are starting to land true. That belly shot, for instance, I don't know how well you can hear, Brave Nation, but that shot was absolutely clean to the body. Sounded a little bit like a cricket bat on a watermelon.
Cvetkovic just a little bit too slow to the punch, and there again, didn't quite commit to his strikes. Gets caught with the 1-2 from Nikolay. Nikolay trying to go up top with the head kick. More so grazes the chest, but again, that straight right is money for Nikolay. There it is again. Real accumulation of damage being done here, mixing it up well.
Brave Nation, when you see right hands land like you have, one thing that's sure to
Oh,
happen is that right lands again.
Gorgeous shot from Nikolay. Now lands in the top position in half guard. Good transition, easily to take the mount, but may take the back here. Oh, it's the top.
Round's over. That may have been a technical knockout, Phil. Excuse me, a technical tap out.
I'm not quite sure that we were impeded. We didn't have the greatest of angles there. If we can see another angle, I think we may have seen the tap. I'd like to see that again from another angle, but as I say, they were turned away from us. We couldn't quite see if there was a tap. The referee definitely saw something called, and then to the action at the midway point of the second round. I think we may have been a rear naked choke, not 100% sure. Let's get a look at the action. Here we go, yes, there's the rear naked choke.
Some rear naked choke, and that's a tap.
Rear naked choke in the second round from a very awkward angle. Coach Nikolay in the corner there, representing the Descent Gym. Bulgarian MMA. Stand up, you have one of your greatest fighters.
One of the great privileges, Phil, for working for Brave Combat Federation is seeing people have great amateur careers and seeing them expand now into great professional careers. Nikolay Nikolov, absolutely fantastic night. Showing why that amateur background is so important. Don't have to have been a kickboxer, don't have to have been a jiu-jitsu player. You can go right into mixed martial arts from nothing and become something great. Once again, Brave Nation, the scorecards are being tabulated. Once that happens, Carlos Kramer goes into the cage, Phil Campbell goes into the cage. I can see him entering right now. We are moments away from the Roaring Lion making it official.
All right, Brave Nation, another explosive battle inside the Brave CF 56 cage. This bout comes to an end at 2 minutes and 10 seconds of the second round. Your winner by rear naked choke, Nikolay Nikolov.